Hey Frank, Jody, how you doing? Good, I hope you're doing okay. Well, we'll see how it goes tonight, who shows up and who doesn't. The weather here is like you can see is pretty nice. It's temperature right now here is 76 degrees with sunny skies, blue skies, a little bit of clouds off in the distance, but it's nice for being August the 20th, 2026. Ship traffic has been sporadic all day. I got one, two, three, four, five, six ships today so far. Okay, Frank, not a problem. Got to take care of business. I understand. Well, it's 81 there, huh, Frank? Okay. Jody's 81, 67 here. Then we're right by the lake. Hey Logan, how you doing? Good evening. Okay, Logan. Logan's mowing his lawn, but he'll be lurking in the background. The Mini 5 Pro is working very well, very good. It gets me in the air. I'm still waiting on uh, Logan and Jody to finish up with my Air 2S. Which they're talking about maybe getting that done this weekend.
Black River, 20 minutes to 1 and 2.
Hey, Captain Joe, how you doing? Good evening, Joe. You got no audio, but that's all right.
Okay, better.
Yeah, better.
I don't know.
I'm going to make you the host so I can go and catch a ship real quick, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. You're now the host. Host with the most.
Now tell him to check his props.
You been doing any flying, Joe?
Yes, before you fly, take a good look at your props.
Yeah, I will.
because it's not the normal break in the prop. It's in the connection where the prop slides on.
The plastic, yep, I
No,
saw
it's the metal piece that
okay,
the one you snap in.
yeah,
If it's got up and down play in it, change your props.
okay,
Because what's happening is people are pushing them in and bending them and they're breaking off
all right,
in flight.
okay. All right, buddy. I'll be right back.
Hey, Brenda, Jim, Frank, aka Jody Logan. I knew better. I came in to let him know that the props are having an issue. Let me show y'all. Doesn't look like anything's wrong with this prop. When you hold it up and look at it really good, this one on this side, it's got a lot of play like this. This on this side doesn't. So what's happening is the pin is bending up on this side and it's breaking off in flight and they're dropping. I've got a thing in with DJI. They're trying to look into it right now. Thank you, Brenda. So when I saw the video yesterday, I pulled the props off and looked at them. And this prop right here, I completely took off my drone because, like I said, it looked like the pin was barely hanging on. So I could imagine me flying over water and one of the props flying off and then it deciding to take a dip. Couldn't have done that. I threw it right where it was in the container, went right in. Ha! I never lost it yet. I still got it. Yeah, you're right. You're very, very, very right, Jim. Mini 5 Pro. Same one he's getting ready to fly. But I know he didn't listen to what I said. All I could do is tell him. And I've only had 12 flights with that drone. Logan, I only had 12 flights with that drone. And I called Johnny last night and told him, check yours too. I said, because it's not the prop, it's the connection where the pin holds the prop on the little plastic connector. And what's happening is like a Mini 5, when you go to fold them, they don't want to fold. You got to push them in. And it either happened when I pushed it in or I forced it, or I was landing one time by Johnny when we were flying, and that prop hit the grass. It came down on the edge and hit the grass, and it told me, check my props. I checked them, I didn't see anything. When I went to fly it again, it said, check your props. So I looked at it and I said, well, I don't see nothing. And it hasn't given me any problems. But they wanted me to send them flight records from a few flights to see if the motors were acting different. So I'm waiting to hear that from them. They said it may take a couple of days. But Brenda, I got to spend time with my granddaughter today, about 2 hours, 3 hours. And dropped the mom off and we went and came back here so she could be with the dogs for a little while. And I said, now you potty trained, you better tell me. So she looked at me, had to go, so she went. And I said, were you thinking about just peeing? She goes, well, I'm not gonna lie, but I told you I had to. So she, that little girl, 3 years old, she's gonna be terror. I will not lie, I was going to, but I told you. I was tearing up laughing so hard. And she looked at Tino and she said, Tino looks sick. I said, yeah, he's acting sick. Then he started acting like a puppy again. Then he started acting sick. So it's like, it's off and on. A few seconds ago, he came over here spinning around, barking at me like nothing was wrong. He wanted a treat. So I really have a gut feeling he's got an infection somewhere. And he's still got another 6 days of antibiotics. So we'll see. So where are you at? You're in the car?
What up, Joe?
You're in the car?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I came on to tell him about the props. As soon as I get on, he goes, "Hey Joe, so let me tell you about the props." Well, I'm gonna make you host. Can you stay here? I'm gonna go get the ship and ran off.
What's going on with props?
Well, the Mini 5 Pro
Uh,
has a where the props go in, they actually have a locking mechanism that they
Right.
lock in place and you have to push them in to fold them. The metal pin that holds that prop between the two pieces of plastic, it's like a screw.
right.
They've been breaking off into plastic. So they've had several, according to a couple of the videos I've seen, they had several of them drop out the sky.
So they doing a recall on it or what?
No, they're not saying anything. People are complaining about it. I sent stuff in to DJI, pictures of the prop, because I got one prop that's doing that. I saw it
Oh,
when I
wow.
looked at it. I opened it up and I said, "Well, this one's doing this. You can't see, but it's going up and down where the other ones won't go up and down." And I looked and you could see where it was wider on one end, where you could see where it was stretching out.
Now my question is you guys know if that's from you guys changing the blades out or is that just something that's happening on its own?
I never changed the blades. It could be two
Uh,
things. It could be two things. I'm away from Mark to get in. It could be two things. It could be the Mini 5, when the props extend, they lock. So when you go to
Right.
fold them, you feel a snap when you push them back, or you push them in and then fold them. And they don't tell you to do that. I found it out later because I forced them a couple of times. Clipped them in like that. But they also, when I was flying with Johnny about a week ago, a little more than a week ago, as it came down on the edge of the landing pad, that prop just touched the grass. And it said, "Check your props." So I checked my props. I didn't see nothing wrong with no marks on anything. I'm good. So when I started up the next time, it said, "Check your props." So I checked my props and I didn't see anything. I said, "Well, I don't see anything wrong." Then it flew. I've flown 7 flights since, or 6 flights since. But I would have never looked at that prop if I wouldn't have seen that video.
Oh,
And
wow.
like I said, when I looked at that prop, I said, this is it. And I pulled every prop off and looked at them. And that was the only one that one side of it was about an eighth of an inch higher where you could see the metal on the top. So it was already it's already out of the plastic. It just didn't fall out.
Oh, man.
I'm
Yeah,
telling
the
you.
sucky thing is they're not really supporting any kind of fixes over here, are they?
No, well, it's insured. That's not the point though.
Oh, I know that, but I'm saying is you can't get. Can you send it to get fixed or what?
Well, like I said, I contacted DJI and I sent them. I took good pictures and sent them to them. And I said, "I'm just wondering." I said, "If y'all know about this, and if this is a problem, and how do we rectify it? What's going to happen? Do you have a
All
new
right.
prop that came out, or could these have been?" I said, "Because this happened with the original Levada." I told them. I said, "Y'all know this. The original Levada, when people were flying and they split from city mode to normal mode, the props were coming off the they were breaking, and it was because they said they were too tight from the factory." Okay,
Okay.
so that's what was happening. So they said they looked at it and they took that and said, "We're really concerned about it." They said, "Can you send us some flight records?" So I sent them about 6 flight records. They said they said it's gonna take a couple of days. They want to analyze them and check them each motor out. She says, "What motor was it?" I said it was the front left. It was the front left, right? And she said, "Okay, we're gonna make sure we note that. So we want to see if it's acting any different than the other motors." So what they're
Yeah, and
thinking is that,
the thing is too is Paul might be more susceptible to that happening too because he flies his every day, sometimes
every
5,
day.
6, 7 times a day.
Yeah, that's why I tried to tell him and he walked off. you know.
He's probably done more flights with his than you have.
Oh,
By the time
I've
you
only
got
done
it.
like 15 flights. He's probably done about 60. More than
Yeah,
that,
that's what
probably.
I'm saying.
About 80. Hey, LC, what's up?
Hey, how are you doing, Joe? How are you doing, Mark? How are you doing, Justin? How are you doing, Paul's chair?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, did
Sunstar.
you see it? Did you see it? I came
Hey,
in, I said, "Hey,
Jim.
Paul." He says, "Hey, Joe." He said, "I'm gonna make you the host. I'm gonna catch a ship." Is that all right? Bye.
uh,
I just
hey,
looked
I
at
haven't
him and
seen
went,
I haven't seen Brenda in a long time. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Frank. Hey, Jody. Hey, Jim. Hey, Logan. Hey, TJ. Hey, Mark. See,
"So you
he's
have the
our.
Mini 5 Pro also, right? Right, Lance?"
I do. I do. Yes.
Yeah. Look at your props and look at the where the pin is that holds the prop on that little piece that snaps in. And look at it with light behind it to see if they're equal or if one of them's higher than the other one. Because if it's going up and down, it's something wrong. It's not supposed to go up and down like that. It's just supposed to go slide side to side. And I had that one, every other one was perfect. This one was doing this. And when I looked down at it, it was actually, if it was not out of the plastic, it was right about to come out of the plastic.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah,
and
because
boy, that was as much as I fly over water, you know how mad I'd have been?
I saw that one kid's video where he said he crashed his, and then
Yeah.
because of the props.
Yeah, somebody in the drone community here, some big name, I can't remember who it was. He said two of them fall out the sky. I can't remember who it was. But I took a chance today. I went and flew it again just to see. And I even did a hyperlapse where I let it sit out there for about 6 minutes and brought
Oh,
it back and I
great.
checked them and it looks good.
All the fucking stoplights are out. This is nice. On a busy ass fucking highway too.
Oh, I know. That was like that yesterday for me.
Oh, dude, this is a nightmare whenever this happens, dude. People going, going straight on the highway. They don't stop for shit.
Did
They
you
don't
hear
have
what
to.
did you hear what I said about my granddaughter?
No.
I had to watch her for a little while there when my daughter did a CPR aura. Okay,
Okay.
she had to go learn how to do CPR. Just certify again, right? So I got my granddaughter and I said, "Now I'm telling you, don't you pee till we get home because you got panties on. You don't have a diaper on." She goes, "Okay." She says, "I can hold. I'm not going to drink." I said, "Okay." So we get here and she's playing with the dogs and that, and I look at her and she makes a face. I said, "Did you pee?" She goes, "No." I said, "You got a potty?" She goes, "Yes." I said, "Go." So she went and did a little thing. I didn't even have to bother her. She did everything. Came back. I re-snapped it on the bottom because she had a little snap on the bottom. It's like the one piece. It's what she has got like a snap over her underwear. So I snapped and everything. And I said, "I am glad that you didn't do it." I said, "Because when I asked you, I was afraid you were going to tell me." She goes, "No, Papa." She goes, "I was not going to lie. I wanted to, you know, but then you told me not to, so I didn't." That little crazy girl.
Huh?
But it was funny. She looked at Tino and she said, "Tino looks sick." I said, "Yeah, he looks sick." Then he started playing like a baby. Like, I don't know. I think I think he's progressing a little bit at a time.
Like for the worst, you mean?
Oh, better. I'm
Uh,
thinking
uh,
but again, that's what I'm looking for. You know what I mean? I'm trying to analyze this every day, looking at him. Like right now, in his chair like he always does. And he'll get up in a little. He came to me today and yesterday. It was twice today. Got next to me and started barking at me, wanting a treat, which he hasn't been doing that. So that's telling me something right there, because he's not been barking at me for a treat. He comes over here and just goes to sleep. He's come up here and when he barks at me for a treat, it's like they're making him go to work. It's like he's
well,
the
it's hard
muscle.
to
He's
say
TJ.
too because until you figure out what it is, it
Yeah.
could be something that's flaring up and then he's fine one day and flares up the next. So hopefully they figure out what the hell it is.
Well, she said if he has an infection that got to the prostate, she says, which it could be an infection that got to the prostate. It's hard to treat. She said it'd be very hard to treat, but this stuff they can give him for that. It takes a lot longer, I said, well, let's just figure it out. I'm not gonna go to chemo route. I'm not gonna do that. Because my brother had one that was diagnosed. They did chemo for about a week and the dog lasted for about 2. And he spent like
Yeah, but
bunch
you
of
don't even
money.
know if it's cancerous, though, right?
Yeah, we don't know what it is. She says it's suspect because she felt the prostate, and with a neutered dog, especially a small one, usually you don't feel the prostate unless there's a malignancy. Because it usually doesn't affect it.
Well, when
Yeah.
are they going to find out? Because they've been looking at him for like days now.
Yeah, next week, next Wednesday for sure.
Uh,
Because next Wednesday, what she's going to do is she said, let's go through the antibiotics before we do this. Get rid of. Well, I'll be finished with the antibiotics the day I bring him.
okay,
So
that's
she's-
why they're
yeah.
waiting for it.
Yeah, so she's going to keep him the whole day, and she's there, and I've known her for 6 years. She knows him very well. She says we're going to watch him, and when he stands up and looks like he's got to do it, we're going to get over there and catch it. We're going to put something underneath him to catch the urine, so we can get that urine sample instead of putting a catheter in, because I want to see when it passes by the prostate, if any cells from the prostate are in there. She goes, because that's the sign that we look for. If there's any kind of cell she named, I can't remember what she named them, that come in from the prostate, then we know there's a malignancy. She goes, and it could be as simple as a mass that isn't malignant somewhere blocking it, somewhere in the urethra. She said, and it could be a soft mass that when we put the catheter in, it just pushed it out the way. So what's going to probably happen if we don't get any cells, stop. And if we don't get any cells, the next step is the $350 X-ray.
So they can't do it by like testing his blood.
They said it's different than human blood.
Okay.
They said that it won't show the same. Because in humans, you'll know it immediately if there's something cancer.
Yeah.
It's like,
If it turns out to be a black mass, watch out for all the headless chickens.
yeah, it could be just a soft mass. And then I said, well, what we do then? She says, it could mean surgery or it could mean something to try to shrink it,
Yeah, give him some kind of steroid or something to shrink it.
So which is, like I said, last night I gave him gabapentin for the first time because they told me to give it to him for pain. And boy, he did not like the fact that I shot that in his mouth. He didn't like the taste of it, didn't like anything. But he slept till 3:42 in the morning. You know why I know that? Because at 3:42 in the morning, I heard his feet in the kitchen. So he walked to the kitchen. Then he came back and he like to knock his bed all over, kicking it all over, going rah, 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 kicking and playing. I said, "Woke me up at
told you.
3:42."
Threaten him. It's going to go in one hole or the other. You choose.
I'm telling you.
It'll work
Stop
either way.
walking.
You ain't gonna like it the other hole.
Yeah. So I
It'll
don't know.
absorb through the intestines.
Yep. But hey, I've kind of it's actually a pretty good thing that
I'm
it's
home.
taken
I'll
so
be back on in a minute.
okay, it's a pretty good thing that it's taken so long because it's resigned me to the fact that it could be bad, and it's not like it's going to be all of a sudden bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I kind of know if it is bad, then I already know my decision on that. And I am not going to let him go through a day or 2 or 3 or 4 pain just because I can't do that.
Like with Precious, we knew she was getting old and she was getting unsteady, but
Yeah.
still didn't expect her to die overnight, kind of thing.
Yeah. Because the one that could on me overnight is Cleo, because she got that heart issue.
Yeah.
Because she got remember right before he started acting like that, I thought I was losing her. I really thought I was losing her. We increased the heart medication, and she's back to aggravating now. And then the one that we all expected to be gone by now is Loki. He's 13, and he looks like he's out of a freaking junkyard. He looks pretty when you see him in the front, but see him walking away from you, he look like a freaking baboon. His hair's matted, keeps falling out. Every once in a while, I can grab a piece and get it off. You know, if you try to do it, if he comes to you and he's loving on you and you reach back there, you know, like I tell him, let me clip you, please. And he leaves, goes get in the corner. Because he knows what clipping is, because I do it to the other ones. He watches. He actually jumped up there for me to clip him. And when I put it next to him, growled at me and left and went in the corner. Yeah, Jim, I tell you, I used to watch Art Linkletter do that with the kids. I mean, she is like unbelievable, you know, and she's at that age now where I told her, I said, I have my drone. You want to go fly it? She goes, no. I said, you still afraid of that drone? Yep. She goes, yep, like this. And I pulled it out and showed it to her, and she walked away. I said, come look at it. It's not going to hurt you. And she says, she said this, you're going to have to wait till I get big. Then I'll fly a drone like you. Like, little bitch. You know?
What, you mean crash it into poles?
Yeah, I bet you. Then well, it's not like Johnny running over a golf course. You know, but she tells me, we're driving down the road. She goes, when I get big, I'm going to drive a car too, like you. I said, okay. Mine's going to be pretty. I said, you telling me mine looks bad? And she started laughing. It's like she didn't want to tell me it looked bad, but she was laughing at me. I said, look at this little crap. So, all right, I understand. And then when we leave, that's the best part. I get here and she likes the little Spider-Man clicker thing like this. I had enough time to make one, and she watched it being made and everything, and I gave it to him, right? Because it only takes about 40 minutes, about 45 minutes. So I made it for her, put it together, and I handed it to her. I said, here you go. Now you made it. You helped make it. So I'm gonna tell Mama we did this, right? I said, okay. Her mama calls her. As soon as I get to the thing, she looks over at me and says, Papa, you gonna stop at Wendy's and buy me nuggets? Lord help me. She says, we're gonna get food, right? Her mama was laughing. She goes, if you want to stop, I'll pay for it. I said, I've already got it on the app ready to go. I said she didn't know it. So I just hit buy it and stopped and picked it up. That's a big moose in the river there, Paul.
It sure is. And the computer stopped working over here.
He's as big as, where's the bridge at? I don't see the bridge.
Hey, Joe, you cook things where you've used bay leaves in them, haven't you?
Oh, yeah.
Kate decided she was going to do a chicken stew for me in the slow cooker.
Okay.
So she brought it round. It's got 2 whole ears of corn in it,
Okay.
which is unusual in a stew, but never mind.
Yeah.
Mushrooms, potatoes, mixed veg, chicken.
Okay.
And so I made some suet dumplings and put them in and cooked them in it this afternoon.
Okay. That sounds all right. How many bay leaves?
I put myself 1 bowl of stew out of that crock pot and took 10 bay leaves out of it.
Oh, Lord, my God. Oh, Lord, help him, Lord.
I said,
You
you're supposed
got-
to put 1 or 2
You got
in the whole thing.
She got my right nipple hurting. I'm telling you. Help her, Lord. You're only supposed to put like 2 in the whole thing.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Oh,
what
Lord help you. What kind of Caucasian stuff was that?
Yeah. She's never
Lord.
cooked. She's never done used bay leaves before.
Johnny, he got a bowl of it out of there with 10 bay leaves in it. Johnny goes, oh, Lord. DJ.
Okay, got it back.
Oh, about time you ran that moose off. Johnny, can you believe that? 10 bay leaves in a bowl. Hey, Giggles, you're lucky you're not close.
TJ, Johnny,
Hey, he's a
Jim's
rookie.
here.
You're right. It's worse than that. Go stand in a corner. Just go stand in a corner. Get a cookbook and read it.
Yeah, yeah.
The corner of shame, you know. Lord.
I said to her, how many more am I going to find in the rest of it?
Now I tell you, when I put bay leaves in things, it depends on how much I'm making. The most I'll put is, and I don't have big ones. It's like it's maybe 4, you know.
Yeah.
two at the most. 4 if I'm doing something I want it to taste.
3 would
But
be a maximum as far as I'm concerned, depending on how big the bowl is that I'm cooking it in.
Yeah, like Johnny said, 1 or 2 for the whole pot of beans.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad used to grow it, and
I've got
y'all grow it too.
Yeah, I've got a bay terrarium in the garden.
Yeah, and she would, and my dad would dry them out, and I've still got 2 containers in there, and there's nothing wrong with them, you know.
Yeah.
They're sealed. They're
Yeah,
dried out.
Once they dry, they last forever.
Yeah, I'll never buy them again in my lifetime. Let's put it that way. Unless Kate came over and started cooking.
Yeah.
No.
Hey, what was the gal's name you sat and talked to the other day?
I'm telling you all of that.
Well, we don't want her last name. What was her first name?
Telling you all of that. I'm not putting her name out on this thing.
What he means is he can't remember.
No, I remember it. Believe it's on my phone. But I am not.
Oh, you
putting
got
that
her
out.
phone number too. All right.
Put it like this. I am not putting it out here in case she sees it. You know? What I need to do is I need to go back out there on the lakefront and just sit out there when she comes back. Tell her, hey, you walking today? I'm gonna be out there. I might go start walking with her. What are you talking about? She wasn't walking fast, so I'm not worried about that.
Yeah, teach her how to fly a drone.
Well, she was interested in it. She liked, she like, you know, she thought it was interesting. Did you
Right.
understand what I was trying to tell you, Paul, about the props?
Yeah, because I saw that online.
Yeah, because when you look at the prop, there's a metal piece of silver piece that
Yeah.
holds it in place. When you look at it in the light, that's supposed to be straight across, not having one end of it bent up in it. And I had one that was bent up and it looked like it was about to come loose. And that's only after about 12 flights. Because it wouldn't make you a day if the prop flew off over the road.
Okay, is Justin back on yet?
No, he's not.
Yeah.
Slacker.
So I am selling my Mini 3, and I've got about 10, and I'm just going to say it, Middle Eastern hits, all wanting to buy it for $100 to $200 less than what I'm offering.
No,
And then we go through our little, back and forth, and we finally agree on a price. And then they say, please rate me. And I'm like, I'm not going to rate you until you pick it up.
No.
Yeah.
First
Yeah.
off, I wouldn't sell it to them. Sorry.
And I am wondering if that's some type of a scam where they send,
There's lots of them out there.
they go
No.
back and forth, and then they say, please rate me.
Yeah, of course it is.
Don't do it.
Just
But
ignore
don't-
once.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
rate them and tell them. Don't even if they ask you, say you're not interested enough. Bye.
So I had a guy that was going to meet me at noon today, and he never showed. So I came back and rated him a 1. I went in, on the more options and then rate. I didn't click on his little link.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it.
It's like, don't tell me you're going to buy it for this and not show. And this time I made it really close to my house, so it wasn't inconvenient for me at all.
Yeah.
It was literally a 2-minute drive, and which was okay because I needed to fly a droney in the parking lot with my Air 3S to make sure that my Air 3S would fly, because I haven't flown it for a while. You know how sometimes you have to type in the password and all that crap.
Mhm.
But it took off and flew for me, so I got something out of the 5-minute wait.
So I went north of Interstate 12 today, right after I dropped them off because I was close. It's by the Chafunka River where Interstate 12 is, by Three Rivers. And I went down there and I flew the Mini 5 down the river, and I saw a bird, but I didn't see him close enough. But on the video, there was an osprey coming up towards the drone to grab the drone, and he saw what it was and left it alone. I'm so glad he decided he didn't want to try to eat it.
And yes, Lance, it's a sort of a scam. What they're trying to do is build up their profile, because Facebook doesn't.
Yeah.
You can rate people before a transaction, and so they're trying to build up their profile so they can scam people with that profile.
With their
That makes sense.
profile, yes. And so that's happened to me twice in the last 2 days, and I've given them a 1.
Right.
Take that, bitch. Right?
I mean, that's what you can do. Yeah, give them a 1 and maybe leave a bad review. Call them a
And I
scammer.
did.
They can't remove the reviews. So
You tell them they didn't show up, they're scamming.
That's exactly what I said.
they're not necessarily scamming you. They're trying to build up the profile to scam somebody else. The only thing they're really scamming you out of is a review.
Is a rating.
Yeah.
Hey,
But
Gigs.
at the same time, you want to keep those people at arm's length anyway. So,
Yeah.
because if they can get you on that, they might try you later with a different account. So,
Sure. And seriously, I put up my Air 3S. No, excuse me. I put up my Mini 3 Pro, and I got 10 hits, and they all were Nigerian. They were names. They weren't names that you and I would name our children.
But did they say they were from the U.S. or what?
No, they didn't say. They just said,
Okay.
we're
Well, how are they
located.
going to meet you to pick it up?
Well,
They're just saying it, scamming.
Yeah, they're just saying that. They're like, oh yeah, okay, I'll meet you there. That's good. And they're who knows where, but they never meet.
Another one you want to watch out for, Lance, is if they ask to verify yourself. That's a red flag too, because what they're going to do is they're going to send you a link from Google that's connected to your account. But in order for them to access it, you have to give them that code number, and people think it's a verification code to verify their identity, and then they'll steal your Google account. So if they ask you that too, ignore it.
Yeah.
Tell them to fuck off and leave the chat.
Not sure what's it called, Chelsea, you're right.
F off, cunt. Right.
Yeah, I don't either, Jim. I give him a bad rating. Hey, Gigs, I asked for information from you. You never sent it, bitch. Hey, Johnny.
That's why you want to make sure too that your like personal information is set to private on Facebook,
I see Joe smiling over there.
where like only friends can see it. You know, you don't
Yeah.
want the public to be able to see all your like email, where you work at. all that kind of personal information, you can set that just to private. Or you
Work
can set
at,
friends.
work at, work at. What's work at?
I was using it as an example, smartass.
I know. I'm just taking advantage of my RETIRED
Retard? Oh,
status.
retired, sorry.
Uh,
Not politically correct.
I'm gonna go fly the Seattle waterfront here in about an hour. I've got to meet the guy. So this guy
Yeah, I'm
makes
just
movies. Kind of cool.
Well, John Daly Jr. shot level par for his first round on the DP World Tour.
Wow.
could also check in your area, Lance. Your police departments might actually have safe points to do transactions at. Like our police department has one, and they'll stand out there while you do the transaction.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
A lot of police departments started doing that around the country for safety for people. That way, if somebody tries to rob you or something, you're right in the police parking lot. But like our cops will actually walk outside and they'll just kind of stand there and make sure everything goes good, and then they'll leave once you take off and leave.
So in Richmond, Texas, Amazon Prime came to drop off a package to somebody, right? They dropped it right in the middle of the swimming pool.
How the fuck they manage that?
Oh, they did. It was funny. They show it to drop right in the middle of the swimming pool.
Oh, was it the drone? Amazon
Yeah,
drone?
drone. Yeah, drone.
Oh, I was about to say, what to do? Chuck it over the other side of the house? What the fuck? How do you get it in the pool?
Yeah, I should have said
Most
drone
people,
first.
I was gonna say most pools are in the backyard. I had to think about that
Yeah.
for a second.
Yeah.
Was it
Did
in
not make, did not make sense, did
You got pissed off and chucked it over the roof.
it?
Did they order an inflatable?
No. I'm wondering what it was. They're calling it a prime blunder. Yeah.
See if I can find the video. Prime drone drops.
Hey, Lance, Gary Woodland played well today as well.
All right.
He shot a 64.
I have found it.
Yeah.
Let me share the screen here.
Yeah, it's funny. It's a big freaking drone too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
usually they don't come that low neither. Usually they're about 100 feet and they drop a cable.
Yeah, look, they dropped it to hot toe, I think. No.
Most every delivery drone video I've seen, they've never come that low. They stay about 100 feet and then they'll drop it from a cable straight down, drop it, and then retract the cable. It
Yeah,
must
that
be
didn't
some
work.
new, yeah, it must be some new thing. Because what if that was a laptop or something and they just dropped it out of the?
Yeah, no, it's funny.
I mean, I'm assuming that they would look at things before they put them on that. Like if it's something expensive, I'm sure they wouldn't just drop it out of it like that. So I'm sure they only deliver certain things like socks and shit like that and household things. I would
Tube socks.
assume.
Yeah, Ken
Tubes.
Heron, tube socks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd assume they wouldn't drop like a fucking laptop or something with a drone like that.
Yeah, I would not doubt it though.
Like with the cable system, you could because it will lower it all the way to the ground, drop it real neatly, and then it'll retract the cable and take off. That's what that dude in
Yeah.
Florida got in trouble for shooting that Walmart drone. Dumbass.
Yeah.
It was over his neighbor's house dropping a package, and he tried to say it was right over my house. Dude said, "Am I in trouble?" He said, "Yeah, in a little bit of trouble. You're facing a federal charge and couple felonies
Okay.
from us.
Yeah.
He got discharged with a weapon within city limits and a couple other things, careless,
Yeah,
reckless with a gun or something. He ended up with 2 felonies from the local PD, and then he got a federal charge for it.
yeah.
For shooting an aircraft down.
Well, it didn't go down, but it caused a lot of damage. Walmart was able to fly it back and land it.
Yeah.
But they claimed it was like fucking like 10 grand or some shit in damage. Like it was a lot. That's probably about a $30,000 drone too.
Mm.
Wow.
He shot it with a 9mm.
And he's putting 100% tariff on them, so it'll be a 60,000 drone. No.
Well, knowing the company that does it for Walmart, they probably just said it was a total loss and wanted all the money for it, even though it probably could have been repaired.
Yeah, if they ordered it from Amazon, they'd be able to get the money back.
I mean, that's what
Yeah.
I would do if I was them. Like I would have just to prove a point to the guy, just to stick it to the guy for shooting it. I would have said, "Yeah, it's a total loss. I want 30,000,"
Yeah.
and shipped it off later on to get fixed.
Yeah, I wonder if Amazon use drones to deliver a drone if you buy it.
Yeah.
Just poops out a mini out the ass end of it.
Yeah.
I mean, at least the people were home. I mean, they probably got whatever that was out of the water quick enough where it didn't damage anything.
Oh, and especially, it could be just wrapped in plastic too.
Yeah, it could have been something stupid like a pack of socks or something. But you would have thought most likely there was somebody visually looking out that camera on that drone. They should have saw that. Or they may have thought they were going to miss it. I don't
Yeah, soggy pizza.
know. Some rare like fucking Pokemon card or something.
Yeah.
Or it could have been a case of Alka-Seltzer or something. TJ, what are you at work?
He should be.
TJ's a loser.
TJ's a loser?
Yeah, look good. A picture order got put in today for all the pictures.
Oh, you got it all in?
Yeah, all the plastic sheets went in, all the cardboard things. I got them coming. What's the total price? My cost was like $1,500. What's that coming through? Oh, that's a shit. Never mind.
Well, there
Couldn't-
in the news, the headlines right now is ISIS plot to bomb the Capitol building in New York was thwarted.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't sell any of those crazy people a drone. Because all we take is one person to sell somebody a drone and they do it, and we're all in trouble.
Problem is, anybody here can just call up Amazon and order one.
Yeah,
They don't even have to have an address. They can just have it shipped to an Amazon pickup point.
you got a
They
point.
just go up to the locker and press the code in, and then boom, they got their package. You don't even have to have a physical address anymore to order from Amazon.
Yeah, you got a point.
And it's not like they verify your address. I mean, you could put in any address if they required one. You can just pick a random ass address and just put it as you want it picked up as at an Amazon checkpoint.
Which one is that, Paul?
That's the state of Michigan. It's a training vessel.
Oh yeah, I remember.
It's run by some university over on Lake Michigan.
Probably like biologists or something.
That or just people want to learn how to, be captains on ships and that kind of stuff or whatever.
Well, if it's run by a university, I'm gonna assume it's some kind of science shit, probably. Like I said, probably biology or something like that.
Could be.
Oh, gigs.
What's he saying?
Oh, he's just laughing at me when he knows I'm serious and he really is a loser.
He is. We know that.
Wow.
Uh, okay.
It's called the Lake Guardian, the name of the ship. So I would imagine it's probably some biological or whatever testing or
Yeah, it's probably some kind of science shit to do. Like I said, something to do with biology or something. Yeah, you're right, Jim. Don was just taking a shit in a pool. Man, it was nasty outside on the way to start our afternoon run. Oh my god, dude. There was like 3 or 4 bolts of lightning that hit within like 10 feet of the bus going down the road, and I'm not even kidding. Scared the shit out of the kids a couple times.
Wow.
Two of them were really loud because we were at a standstill at a light. So, like, it wasn't like we were going down the road. We heard kind of the aftermath a little bit down the road.
Anybody watching that case, that Lindsay Clancy case, that murder trial?
Sarah's been watching the shit out of
well,
it.
she's in a wheelchair, right?
Yeah, she's paralyzed now.
The murder trial.
Yeah.
Sarah said the husband did it.
Hey, Sarah, I think the husband had part of it. I think the new wife is the one that killed the kids.
He said he thinks the husband was partly involved, but he thinks it was the new wife that killed the kids.
Because she said she's a
Joe
nurse.
did.
She's a nurse, and they said she looked up what the
Oh,
carotid
hold on,
artery
Joe.
was.
Joe, hold that thought. Hold on. There you go.
Hello?
Okay, she said that, okay, she's a nurse. And they said that she
Correct.
looked up on the computer that where was the carotid artery. Bullshit. Okay, she didn't look
Yeah,
at that.
yeah, no.
Where she sliced the arms wasn't right. She was drugged. I can't remember the drug she was taking, but it causes
She was taking
hallucinations.
18 different
Yeah,
drugs.
but there's one of them that the girl that's married to the husband, she's a doctor or something.
She's an endocrinologist and she's
Yeah.
a trifling bitch.
Right, you
Excuse
got
my
it right.
language.
Now wait, and she kind of looks like her, right?
She looks exactly like her,
Yeah.
and I would
So-
know I'm the 13th juror. I know all these things. I watch it all day.
So this is my question. I think she was
You
drugged.
sound like my daughter.
I think she was drugged and thrown out that window.
Yes,
And
because
then
if
while
you're
she
going to
was-
jump out the window, you're not going to jump head first.
Right. But then she's looking, right? She's
Uh-huh.
looking through that window where she could see what's happening. And she said, I saw myself killing them. So she
Oh,
saw
yeah.
that woman killing them. I guarantee you.
Yeah.
Because
And
she looked
guarantee you.
alike. Okay.
And what person in their right mind who is getting ready to who's having thoughts of suicidal tendency and ideation and hallucinations and all this other stuff, who's gonna stop? Shut up. I know you got an opinion, but
Yeah.
who's gonna stop and crush up pills to overdose? You're not gonna do that.
Right.
You're gonna take the whole bottle. Plus,
Right.
how are you going to be able to admit that you killed your children with a crushed trachea and thyroid? And
That's right.
the new wife is an endocrinologist, so she deals with the thyroid. Lindsay is right-handed, but did something with her left hand or whatever. And the prosecution for the Commonwealth, they are trash. The woman with
Yep.
the bows, she needs to be disbarred for asking the question to the mother-in-law about mortal sin. I'm over it. And no.
Well, the DNA on the ropes or whatever it was is the husband.
Yep.
None of her DNA is there except for her blood, but that could have been done because somebody drugged her cutter and let some blood there. Could have been.
Mhm.
Okay, so
The
that could have
reason
been
why,
to set
yeah.
up.
Yeah, and the reason, and there's no way in the amount of time that the husband was gone to CVS or Walgreens or wherever into the restaurant, there is, so from a medical standpoint, because we talk about this at work, there is
Right.
the time frame that he was gone does not allow for her body temperature to get from 98, whatever that it's
Down to
supposed to
82.
be, down to 82 in less than an hour.
Right.
No. You gotta be out.
Unless TJ was there laughing and he couldn't get him to work.
I think it drops 8 degrees an hour.
Yeah, there was no way that it dropped whatever the difference is.
That's
I
about
can't math right
about
now.
2 hours, 15 minutes, maybe.
There was, no.
He wasn't
And
going that long.
the children are dead because the husband failed her, the healthcare community failed her, her doctors failed her. She was failed from the suicide hotline. They failed her.
Yeah, and the police blotched it up because the scene is contaminated because he actually went in the house, ran down the stairs and got the police in there, and he was grabbing the kids trying to take the stuff off.
Right. And
so he contaminated the scene. And they just let him do it.
How is somebody in a psychosis state gonna murder all these children and then try to attempt suicide and your heart rate is 57? There ain't no way.
50, I think it was 52.
There ain't no way. Because
while she was supposed to be doing it, her heart rate was 52.
Right. Going up and down the stairs. Yeah, no.
Oh, bullshit.
She's gonna be found not guilty. Mark, I honestly think she's gonna be found not guilty by reason of insanity or whatever.
That's gonna happen. I think that's gonna happen. But she was in a coma, what, 5 days?
Yeah.
And when she came to and she noticed that she was locked up on the thing, she says, is there any way for my kids to come visit me?
Yeah. She
didn't even realize they were dead.
Oh yeah. And her attorney, if I ever find myself in a situation that I'm gonna need an attorney, I'm gonna call Big Daddy Red up there.
Yeah.
because he's.
I think I think they could win this.
I do too. I really do too. And the Commonwealth, they need to fire these two because they're awful. They're
Yep.
awful. That's
Yeah, me
my
and my daughter
standpoint
had
today.
me and my daughter had about an hour conversation about this today.
Yeah.
You know,
You
because
be
she's
quiet,
a nurse.
Albert.
My daughter's a
Yeah.
nurse, you know.
I'm an honorary doctor. I've been working with doctors long enough. I'm an honorary doctor. I
Yeah,
know a
I
lot
believe it.
about the thyroid too. So I know, just like Karen
Uh-uh.
Reed's trial last year, I was juror number 13 too.
Yep.
She was innocent. So, all right, Justin's itching to come back.
Don't keep itching.
They'd
we
rather
can-
talk to you.
We can debrief tomorrow, Joe.
Okay.
Okay, hey, Joe, where do
Yeah.
I find an online copy of my 107 FAA drone certificate online?
Iraq. What is it? IACRA?
Oh yeah, yep, there it is. Okay. I got it.
Yeah.
I thought I had it in my bag and I don't, so I'm gonna put it in my bag.
IACRA.
You can look up anybody that has one. You just can't tell whether it's earned or not, right?
Yeah.
But
Why
you can
would
see
you-
a list of names.
Why would you find your Part 107 in one of those little blue pills?
Yeah, that's funny. That was really fun. I like that. Oh. I tell you what, sometimes I go find me a little place to fly that looks like it's lemonade. Like a bunch of lemons, I make lemonade out of it, you know.
Dude,
This
Joe,
place-
if you want to talk this case, dude, I'm sure there's like a group of housewives somewhere that are sitting around all day watching it.
Oh, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, man. And they're gonna say, man, you watch this? I'm not watching, I'm just listening to little bits of it. But I've heard enough to know that it's bogus. It's like OJ. OJ didn't kill him. OJ was innocent.
I don't know about that one, though.
Hey, I was on OJ's side the whole time. I can't remember what was the convincing thought. The gloves didn't even make a difference.
The gloves stretch though; they could fit on anybody's hand.
Yeah, but also
He
after
just
they
he
get
pulled
wet, they
it
shrink a
all
little too.
easy and was like, "Oh,
Oh,
if
he
it don't
couldn't,
fit,
yeah.
you must have quit."
If it doesn't
Those
fit, you
gloves
must
would
have
have
quit.
stretched.
That's what won the case right there.
Because didn't he put a book out years later and said if I did it or something like that? It was like
He put
hinting
something
that
out
he
like
did
that.
it. Because they couldn't retry him anyway. It would have been double jeopardy. So he could have admitted to it afterwards. And there
Yeah,
would be nothing they could have done about it. Once they find you innocent, then you can't do double jeopardy. They can't retry you again.
Right.
He could have came out and said, "Yeah, I killed him. I killed them both, and I enjoyed it." There would have been nothing they could have done about it.
Nope.
Except for civil lawsuits. That about the only thing he could have got his ass sued by the family. Which I think they did end up suing him at some point anyway.
Yep. Oh, I ain't printing fake poop. I ain't doing that.
Have you seen what it is, though?
I saw. Wait, let me see again. We
Key
looking at it?
holder.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
Lord, help me. Oh yeah,
Problem is, Joe lives in an apartment complex. So
yeah, yeah. And I put that down there, and somebody report me, and I get a $50 fine. What you talking about?
yeah. I knew people that actually had those in their yards before. Some pile of shit and had a
I
key
said,
inside
no,
of
what
it.
you do is the hell with printing it. Just get a good piece of shit and stick your key in it, wipe it off when you want to put it in.
Yeah.
Well, that ship we were talking about, Joe and
Yeah.
Justin, it's registered as to the U.S. EPA,
Environmental Protection
Environmental
Agency.
Protection Agency. Yep.
Yep, that's what they're doing. They're monitoring Canadian smoke.
Yeah, they're doing biological stuff.
People
with the
pissing
fish
on
and
the
stuff.
beach. That's what they're watching for.
No, they're doing biological crap with the animals in the water around that area. Or monitoring the water for different things.
Oh, Paul, those pictures, line items, you ready for this?
Yeah,
Between the freshman order and the varsity order and the JV, it's all the full combination. Total line items, 873.
wow.
I am not looking forward to that package to come here because that means I got to go through them and package them.
Package up, separate them, yeah.
It's going to be about 170 packages.
Oh, my. That'll keep you going for a few hours.
Yeah, that's a whole day.
Well, those crickets made a whole 5 minutes in there.
I got those 2 boxes of heads and signs over there. I haven't even opened them because I'm not going to give them out till probably next week. I got a scrimmage tomorrow.
You said 2
Stop.
boxes of heads. That just sounds
Yeah.
bad.
2 boxes of heads and signs. Like 40 pounds over there. I got to bring them. The worst part about it is they bring them up here. I try to catch them before they bring them up here, so they stick them right in my car. Now I got to carry them downstairs, put them in the car, and I got to bring something to cut them open because these things are crazy. You got to bring wire cutters because of the way they package them on the inside. Stop. And then the metal parts that hold the sign, you got to separate those because if I put it like this, they seem like they reach out and bite you. They stick you. I have cut myself on those things so many times. Go somewhere. Come here. That's it. Get your phone. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna start the vacuum.
Sounds good, John. Good
Was
ribeye
the-
grill with wrapped asparagus and bacon. Wow, that sounds awesome.
I got a rotisserie chicken in there. And I might eat a little bit tonight, and then I'm gonna take the rest of it, and that's gonna be what's that, Friday? I'm gonna probably make it tomorrow, jambalaya for the weekend, so I'll have stuff over the weekend.
So
Because
make tapioca pudding for
I got
dessert.
some pork chops, fresh pork chops that I'm gonna probably have Saturday, pork chops and jambalaya. I haven't made jambalaya in a while. Pork chops and jambalaya, now that's a good meal.
They run out of cans of Sam's Club.
No, I don't buy jambalaya in a can. Just that I'm gonna tell you, you'll laugh about it. But that gumbo that Campbell's makes, it's a soup more than anything. But it's got everything in it, and it's spiced up pretty good. And if you want to make it taste more like Louisiana, throw a bay leaf in it. Throw a
I've
bay
only
leaf
had
in it.
gumbo one time, so I don't even know how to
But only
make it.
one.
Yeah. Yeah, actually about a half on that can. That's all it is, a can. Get one of those small bay leaves.
EJ said Lance check messenger.
Yep, I saw it, TJ. Thank you.
Ugh.
You're not a loser anymore.
He says,
he
yep, I'm a
is.
piglet, but a happy piglet.
Uh,
Who's there, Jim?
Jim's gonna make ribeye on the grill, huh? All right.
Yeah, we said that 5 minutes ago, Paul.
And
Yeah, I
asparagus
understand.
wrapped in bacon. Oh, that sounds good.
Okay, where's this one that says what happens when you lose signal?
Really care for the pudding too much, but I'll take the other two.
How long ago was this? Wasn't that for that? You know, when I turned on my controller today, it told me the controller needed to be calibrated. I looked at it. I turned
Oh,
it off
really?
and then I turned it off, turned it back on, and it didn't ask me again. Stupid thing.
Hello,
I'm
Dominic.
jumping off. I'll catch y'all later.
Later.
Okay, Justin. Hey, thanks for being here, buddy.
Bye-bye.
Why you run him off?
Well, he
Yeah,
he
I ran,
goes,
I ran him off, yeah.
he eats and then he goes to bed early.
That's because he's got to work. Work? What's
Right.
work?
Loser.
Loser.
Don't worry, I gotta work tomorrow.
I have to work
Yeah.
in about an hour.
And it's this time tomorrow, right? And right now it's 97, feels like 110.
Oh, shit.
And tomorrow it's supposed to be hotter than today.
Mm.
So tomorrow I'm gonna probably be in short pants. I might wear a freaking bathing suit. What you talking about? A Speedo or something?
Yep.
Hey Dominic, you missed it. I had a Osprey come up towards my drone and he looked at it and flew right underneath it.
Oh, okay.
I said,
Well,
I said,
Joe,
"Woo."
have
Hey,
you ever
Logan.
heard of? I've heard
Jim.
online people
Giggles.
putting like red stuff on the drone or whatever.
Yeah, red reflector tape.
Yeah, I just keep every other drone except for the Mini 5, I keep a light blinking on it.
Okay.
Sometimes I do the Mini, it depends on where I'm at. If I notice birds, I'll put one on my Mini 5 blinking, just white blink. If they see it, they stay away from it.
I kind of wish that they'd come up with some kind of a update on the Mini 5 where when you hit the record button, it doesn't turn all
Can't.
the lights off.
Can't because you don't have a fan.
Mm.
And not only that, the arms are too close to the camera, and the lights will show in the camera.
Yeah,
That's
but
the reason.
even the tail lights go out.
Yep, they all go out.
Yeah. If it didn't go off, first off, it overheat.
But it only goes off when you hit record. You can take pictures, but record, it shuts itself off.
Yeah, only when you're recording, right?
Mhm.
Logan says
Correct.
hello to you, Dom.
Hello.
I got 2 flights in yesterday because tomorrow I probably won't have a chance to fly. So I got today and tomorrow that was uploaded, and I went and flew right after I dropped my granddaughter off today. So I got one for Saturday. So if I get a chance to fly tomorrow, I have one for Sunday.
Now, has
I'm
any of
on
your
'em.
granddaughters been doing any flying or anything? Or
Who, me?
yeah,
She's 3 years old.
Not yet. Well, you got to start them early.
yeah, start them early.
I told her, if you'd have been listening, I told her today I'm gonna fly a drone, and when I took it out, she went and hid.
Oh, she took off.
She said no.
No.
I said, come on. I said, you're afraid of the drone? She goes, no, I have to wait till I'm big like you to fly a drone. And I said, come on, we're gonna fly. I told her next time we're gonna take the Neo 2, and I'm gonna turn that sucker on in follow me mode, and we're gonna walk around and let it follow us, let it track us. That's what I did with it before. And every time it would start getting close to us, she'd freak out a little bit. But that was over a year ago. That was with the Neo. So she ought to be better now. But she told me, when I get big, I'm gonna drive a car like you. I said, okay. She goes, but my car is gonna be pretty. I said, well, mine looks bad. And she just started laughing. Little witch.
Ooh,
She came here, looked through my 3D printed stuff, walked out of the house with 5 things.
I just learned something. Let's see here. Go here.
But I had the 5 things she took were made for her. I just kept them here. I never brought them. So it was kind of cool. She goes, I'm taking these home. Okay, you can have them. Oh, she talks now. She starts school again Monday. So she's gonna go back to a daycare Monday through Friday.
So I learned something today.
What's that?
Do you see my selfie stick?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's I didn't know, I knew there was something here, but I didn't know there's a hole all the way through, and I can put my selfie stick right in my bag right like that. So it attaches to the bag,
Oh,
and now I can carry the bag around easily with my selfie stick attached. I didn't think about that until just now. I know JD's going to give me hell for that.
You know why? You know why you didn't figure it out?
No.
Yes, where you taught at was a public school, right? Okay. Defense rest.
Okay, I'm gone. See ya.
Better learn how to take the heat. Tomorrow's the 21st, right? So it's the 22nd.
Yep.
I won't put this up.
Dico says he wants some of your jambalaya there, Joe.
All right, go away. Him and his always muscling somebody for food.
Yep.
You got to come on the channel every once in a while. Always has an excuse. I'll be on in a little while, Paul. I'm sitting outside.
Yeah. I'll be there shortly.
Yeah. You don't know what shortly means. Only no. Hey, Dominic. The only time he knows what shortly means is when he goes to the bathroom.
So when do you get all the packages that you have to then separate?
I'd say, what's today? Today's Thursday.
Yeah.
I'd say by next Thursday I should have them all in.
Oh, so a week from now. So you
Yeah,
got
and then next week is the jamboree. If I get them Wednesday, I'll try to have them put together for Thursday. That way I can say, I'll put it out there and say, I have your packages with your pins and everything. I will be out here Thursday. No, I can't. I got to be at the Southeastern game Thursday. So it's probably not going to get it till after that game. It'll probably be the following Monday. And tell them, I'm going to be out here this
Rebels,
day.
Lance.
Come get them. Come get
okay,
them.
Lance. Take care.
Where'd he go? He ain't going nowhere.
I just said have a good evening all.
He's got that job to do for that guy. They said.
You want to meet somebody?
Yeah, he's got to go and fly his drone and follow this guy on a bike or something.
So Dominic, what's new with you? Anything?
Nah, nothing exciting.
Same old stuff, huh?
Yeah, just waiting for the weather to warm up.
What's the temperature down there? Is it cold?
Oh, high 50s. Ron.
Comes Ron.
What's up?
Good
Ron?
evening, sir.
Hey, Ron.
Hell is that?
What's new with you, Ron? Anything?
Getting ready to leave for Alaska next week.
Oh,
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
for a whole week?
I'll be gone about 10 days.
10 days.
Yeah.
Now,
Got a couple new
you
toys.
fly up. You don't drive up there, do you? You fly up
Oh,
there?
no. No, I'm just going over to Billings, Montana, and yeah, I got a couple new toys this week. Take with me. New camera and a gimbal.
Mm.
This gimbal is actually pretty damn cool. Fairly cheap. It was only $2.25. Yeah, it's pretty neat. And then the Sony camera that I've had for the last 8 years,
Yeah.
is the Sony RX10 Mark IV. Sony finally, after 9 years, come out with the Mark V, and all the folks are all raving about it. But yeah, I like, okay, I gotta have it. Just kind of like you guys are with the drones too. But taking my drone, like I said, my Mavic 2 Pro is still doing beautiful footage. I just can't see any reason to upgrade it.
Any reason to switch? Yep, I get you.
Mm,
That's the way I am with the Air 2S.
yeah. But yeah, this camera, it is freaking unbelievable. If you can imagine, it has in high speed, you can hold the shutter down, shoot 24 pictures per second.
Yep.
If you hold that down for 10 seconds, it does 10 seconds bursts. You can shoot 240 pictures in 10 seconds.
Wow.
And if you can't,
Then you got to edit them.
yeah, if you can't get a
Well, you don't. You look through 240 pictures and decide which one you want.
Which one you want to keep?
yeah, might take a while.
That's why I don't shoot bursts in football.
But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. They improved the stabilization in the 4K video. The autofocus is freaking phenomenal. The focus is quick, damn quick. I think what else it does. But yeah, this gimbal, I don't really see it, but yeah, I've been practicing balancing with it, and it does a lot of little automatic things. It just makes your footage look so silky smooth and professional, and yeah, it's pretty cool.
Does it have internal storage?
Yeah, the camera does. Yeah. I had to get a new SD card. Holy shit!
Yeah. Expensive.
Yeah.
In order to shoot slow motion, which is pretty high definition, I had to buy a new card, and I went with the V90. It's your writing read speed, and holy shit, that is expensive.
Mm.
It's like $180 for a card, 128 gig card.
Yeah.
Like damn.
Thanks for saying that. I got to remember to bring these back by the camera. What I do is when I use them, I stick them right there, and I keep them in there. This is 264s and one 128. That's 3 different shoots.
What's the reading on your cards, Joe?
Mine is the 30.
Yeah, V30.
Yeah, that's all I need. What you got then? What is it? 90s?
Yeah, it's U3 V90.
Oh yeah. Ooh, that's expensive.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, as long as the 30s work with mine, I'm good.
Yeah. Well, the previous model I had, the 30 worked with mine. It don't now.
Mm.
But
Well, the V90 means it writes at 270 bits per second or something.
Yeah, I believe that's
yeah,
what it
something
is.
like That's because you got that 24 burst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not so much in the pictures, it's the video that it needs that instead of minimum of V60, and I would up to V90. Just to be safe. So yeah, I'm leaving Tuesday morning. I'll drive over to Billings, Montana.
How far is that?
About 4 hours.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it's better than driving to Denver, which is about 6. That's where I've flown out of before. But yeah, maybe while we're up there, Paul, my one buddy that's going along has Starlink. Maybe
Oh.
I'll try and join
Try
you
and
guys.
jump on, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get a report from Alaska. Here's
Yeah.
Ron from Alaska.
I think I did that once before.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, if I remember right. Yeah.
Cool.
That's my sanity going up there and just being in the wilderness and fishing and seeing whales 50, 75 times a day. And
Yeah.
Well, you come back with a lot of fish, don't you?
Oh God, yeah. We brought back about 900 pounds last time. I see closer to 1,500 this trip. We had 15 guys going.
Wow.
Yeah. So it should be a good time.
Well, you fish in packs.
Yeah. There's going to be probably at least 3 people to a boat, which is like the perfect number. Because when you fish for halibut, one guy needs to stay on the wheel at all times, and he's constantly correcting the boat while the other 2 are out, got their lines out, and he's constantly correcting to try and keep your lines straight.
Yeah.
So, it's kind of hard. But
yeah, they're a
Okay,
bottom feeding flatfish, aren't they?
But yeah, they've been catching some big ones up there in the last couple of weeks. One lady, he had on the website today. She looks to be about 5'4", 5'6". The fish is taller than her.
Wow.
Yeah, big ass halibut.
And they are bloody expensive halibut.
Yeah, it's like $25 a pound here in the States.
Yeah.
McMorgan wants to know where the fishing is good, and he also wanted to know, Dominic, where you are in Australia.
Yeah, I said Victoria.
Victoria, okay.
Yep.
That's on the west coast, right?
East southeast coast.
East southeast, okay.
Dominic, have you heard how Ari's doing?
No, I haven't. Just letting him be at the moment.
Yeah, understandable.
We know they had the funeral, I think, was it last week or the week before?
Oh, really? That was his wife and brother-in-law or brother?
Well, he said originally on his Facebook post that it was his brother, but Matt kept on saying it was his best friend.
Well, that's a shame. I always liked Ari. He's a good dude. I always enjoyed the chats with him when he used to come on Matt's show.
Yeah.
I kind of miss the old, Dominic, you probably remember. I kind of miss the old days of being on Matt's and some of the other guys, their live streams. They had some good times.
I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
Having something to do on a Saturday morning.
Yeah. I still go on and visit Rodney once in a while. And then I come on to Paul's every
I visit him once in a while as well. Okay. Hey,
My life's just been so busy though. If I'm not at work working, I'm home working, and if I'm not doing that, I'm sleeping. It's a
yep, I
vicious
can
cycle.
understand that.
Yeah. Kind of felt bad the other night, Joe. You would understand this, but for the first time in my career, first time in my life, I grabbed a woman with severe intent to hurt her. She was batshit crazy. Cops called us to come pick her up, and we were on the way to the hospital. I had two cops in the back of the ambulance with me on the way in. She started going nuts, and we tried to restrain her. She tried to bite me, and she had hepatitis C. And I grabbed her by the throat, and excuse my French, Paul, but I said, "You fucking bitch, you bite me, I'll kill you right here." I said, "I'm not playing around." I said, "The Philly's coming out of me."
I tell
I
you,
lashed
I
a
know
hold of
the,
her,
I
and
know the
she
feeling.
realized I meant business.
Joe, you've been there before, right?
Well, I had that guy, like I told you, I had that guy.
But I'm
That
saying it was a
morning,
woman, though.
it was a woman.
I've
Yeah,
never lashed a hold of a woman like that before because I don't believe in that. But
we had an 86-year-old woman that was sedated, and Wendy was in the back, and I was driving, just minding my own business. And we get on top of the Carrollton overpass, and I hear Wendy hollering, help me!" And I turn around, and she's up in the air like Will Smith in Alien and Men in Black. This woman done picked her up off the thing and holding her up in the air. I pulled over there, opened it up, and I said, "You need some help?" I was laughing so hard, and we almost had to break that woman's arm to get her loose.
yeah,
But I had that guy that morning that would give us new clipboards. We had to sign for the new clipboards, metal ones, because everybody was throwing them around and tearing them up. So we had to sign and bring them back so they could inspect them every day now. That's how they were playing because they cost like $50 a piece. And the guy was from a psych ward, and he was about 6'8", and I'm in the back, and he's almost to where we need to go, and he wakes up and he's telling me all the green men in there bothering him. So I opened up the back door I said, "Al, keep driving." Open the back door. I said, "Everybody out." I closed. I said, "It's good." He said, "You left one in the corner." So he's strapped down. He pulls one of the leather straps loose and grabs me. And as he grabs me, I hit him with the clipboard, split his head
Yep.
open. Split his head open. And I called in. I said 42 PP advised. I said, we're diverting to St. Charles General Hospital. I said, I have a male patient with a severe laceration to his forehead. I said, and be advised, my clipboard has a big dent in it.
Yep.
Like that. Oh, that didn't go over well.
Yep.
And then he told me he was blind, he couldn't see anymore. Right?
Bullshit.
So we're getting him out the unit. He said, "I can't see you. You blinded me like this." And as we're getting him out the unit, he's standing there. I kicked him on his knee and knocked him back down where he had to sit down. And I grabbed him by the throat and I said, "Listen, mother freaker." I said, "I'm not playing with your shit." I said, "I don't know what you're doing. You're not messing with me." I said, I'll make sure you stay at this hospital for a while." I said, "Open your freaking eyes and walk." And he got up. He said, "Yes, sir." You know.
Yeah.
And my partner was 6'8". My partner said, "Damn, I ain't messing with you either."
You should have said, "Well, I've done you a favor, then now you can't see all the little green men."
Yeah, I should have said
Yeah.
that. That would have been what to say.
Hmm.
But Bruce, the CEO, when I walked in, what happened with the clipboard? And I had my shirt was all torn, Wade ripped it. And I said, "Look at me." I said, "That's what happened with the clipboard." He said, "Okay." Okay, understand. But
We
you
had
get those.
we had a pretty good sized clipboard, and this was my fault. We're on top of Johns Hopkins in Baltimore, and we're getting ready to leave to head back home, and I accidentally set the clipboard on the skid. And we lifted up from the helipad, and we're 12 stories up.
Oh Lord,
The,
bomb.
the clipboard fell off and hit some homeless dude.
He wasn't homeless anymore, was it?
No. Yeah, apparently it hurt him pretty good. Shit.
Accidents
that's-
happen.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
I only left one thing on the scene that I wasn't supposed to leave on the scene. And normally it's nothing. You know, because even when we were bandaging people up, we try to grab the stuff and throw it in a bag, you know? So we try to at least we didn't want to leave contaminated shit there or nothing like this. And the only time I ever left something was when I was working with this woman. We were in a Rally's drive-through, and I watched her run into the back of another car, and I saw her fly into the dash, like into the steering wheel. And
Yeah.
she's sitting there, and I'm sitting there. We just got our food, and I'm looking at it, and I went, "At 42 people, be advised, we got a 20 right here. We're gonna go check it out." 10-4, Air Horton Carrollton. Pulled up on it like that, put our lights and sirens on because we had a duty to act, you know, had to. You know, pull up in there, and she's a aerobics instructor, about 22 years old, fine as all get out, and she's having problems breathing. And I said, let me get you out the car. So we got out the car. We actually did it right. You know, we got her out, made sure we did a KD on her, pulled out, got her back, sat her down, got her on the stretcher, and she's having more problems breathing. So I said, okay, let me look. And when I looked, I said, I gotta see your chest. So I just cut kind of thing, and that was doing this. We had a broken sternum.
Oh
So-
shit.
So I'm padding, I'm putting the saline on there and padding it down and taping it down and everything else. And she's starting to feel better and all of this. And it had been raining. I took my raincoat off and dropped it on the side of me, and I forgot to grab it.
Oh.
80 freaking dollar raincoat.
Uh,
Didn't even think about it, you know, because I was more worried about her. That
yeah, I
hurt me
left
so bad.
something important once. I'll never forget this. We're in a small hospital, but apparently we had some staffing issues, and they started hiring agency nursing. Well, within 6 months, they found 2 dead nurses in bathrooms in the hospital, both of them with drug overdoses.
Wow.
So all of a sudden, this is back before, this is shit 20 years ago, but all of a sudden now, like, they come up with this rule: everybody will pee in a cup starting today.
Yep.
Well, we lost something like 15-20% of the hospital staff.
Yep.
So the new rule was, we had a paramedic unit, we had the helicopter, and then anesthesia. Every day when you come into work, you actually were paid 15 minutes more. You come into the hospital, went up to the 3rd floor, went up the pharmacy. You picked up a little box of narcotics that was specific for you. We had like morphine, fentanyl, Haldol, Valium, Dilaudid, I forget what else. But that was your box.
Right.
Yours. You were responsible for it. Nobody else. You. And then you would go down to the hangar, and I had like I guess what you call them, those little fanny packs.
Yeah.
And I would wear that, you know, it's like a little tiny fishing box, you know, little lure box or whatever. It was only maybe 6 inches long and not very big at all. We get a call one night to go to Scranton, Pennsylvania. It's about an hour and a half flight, about 3.5, 4 hours by ground, and to pick up a patient to take him to Philadelphia and then back to home. Well, we get up there, and the pilot's, he's coming in to land at this fire department. The fire department's there's a hospital we were going to, didn't have a helipad. So we had to land a couple miles down the street and at a fire department. So we landed in the parking lot, and the ambulance was going to take us over to the hospital. And the pilot said, "I'm staying hot. You guys go get the patient. I'm running over to the airport and refueling." I said, "Okay." Well, that little fanny pack, I couldn't wear that and put the seatbelts on properly. So I set it right beside me.
Oh,
When
man.
we landed in Scranton, I turned the chair off to the side like this. What I didn't realize is I knocked that fanny pack off on the skid. It's 2 a.m. we go to jump in the ambulance. We have all our equipment. The pilot takes off and goes to the airport and gets fuel. We go and get the patient. I forget what was going on with him. We come back to the fire department. Pilot is sitting there waiting for us. We put the patient in the helicopter. We fly to Philly and we go home. We get back about 6 a.m. As soon as we came in to home, I'm like, oh shit, where's my box of narcs? I can't find them. And I'm like, holy shit. And I have a super strict boss, and I'm like, I'm panicking. I called up there to Scranton, called the fire department, called the police department, called the ambulance department, called everybody but the president. I said, has anybody seen my narcs? Nobody can find them. I'm like, I'm fired, you know.
Don't tell me
But
they're still on the
my
bloody-
boss was actually pretty, he's like, he was good about it. And he's like, well, we got to follow policy and everybody's got to go to the lab and go pee in the cup. And so we did. 6 months to the day, I come into work one day. It's foggy as hell. And we're obviously not flying anywhere. The fire chief from Scranton, Pennsylvania calls, said, yeah, I'm looking for Ron. I said, speaking. He said, yeah, you were up here about 6 months ago and you said you lost a box of drugs. He goes, one of my city workers found them in a sewer drain. He goes, they're full of dirt. It's a little plastic box with a plastic, clear plastic lid. He goes, it's got bugs and spiders and dirt and weeds in it. And he goes, but I think everything's in there. So I get out and tell my boss, and I said, we're obviously not flying that day. We're IFR. And he goes, guess what you're doing today on your car and your personal gas and your personal time? So sure as shit, 8 hours later, I returned with a box of drugs. Yeah. They found them in a sewer drain.
Wow.
They had fallen off somewhere, but yeah, I was lucky. Oh my God.
Yeah, because I tell you, we used to carry a little Sucrets bottle, a pack. It looked like
Yeah.
Sucrets, and that's
Yeah.
where we had our drugs, But everybody knew that if we had a Sucrets package in our pocket, it was drugs. So,
Mhm.
like, thank you, Everybody knows it's all the drug addicts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
but they
well.
were strict. You got them, sign for them. They checked them to check levels on them. Come back,
Yep.
check levels on them, sign for them. And they better, unless you use them, you better have it right.
Yep. That's what we got to
It-
do now. Like,
It
time we
was
use
a fire
narcotic,
defense. You get
we
fired
gotta
a
make
heartbeat.
about 50 signatures and yeah.
Yeah, and
it's
that's
pain in the
before
butt.
figure that was what? That was 30 years ago. So
Yeah.
I can't imagine what it's like now.
Oh, it's tough now. Trust me. Everything's electronic now, scanned and
Well, we started,
Takes it.
ready for this? We had an eye to sign in, we had an eye monitor where you had to look at it with your retina and it had to scan your retina. And they
Wow.
just started doing this. And if it said that you were intoxicated any kind of way, you weren't working.
really.
It could pick up that if you had drugs in your system, if you had alcohol in your system to a certain level, and we all
Okay.
bitched about it, right? You had to stick your eyes on there, and you had to look, and it went. I can't remember if it was a right eye, left eye, which just get that one eye, and you
No
had
kidding.
to look right into the circle and press the button, and it come back, and it either let you sign in or it'd say failed.
No kid. 30 years ago.
Yeah, I had one fail me 5 times in a row, and I said, "Bitch, somebody better sign me in." Like this, and I went back. I put some eye drops in my eye, stuck it back in to work.
Shit. Wow.
It was not letting me sign in, and I
You must
wasn't
have had a
drinking
dry
anything.
eye, huh?
It had to be
Yeah.
something to do with it.
Wow.
I went and got one of those little orange saline containers and squirted my eye and stuck it back in. So let me
Shit.
clean my eye off. Maybe something's wrong. But
30
I mean,
years
it's-
ago. Can you imagine that, Ron?
yeah,
Uh,
because
Wow.
my daughter's 31, and I was working when she was born.
uh,
Damn, I feel old now.
yeah.
Now
I
you
hear,
made
buddy.
me, it made me feel old. The other day I was talking about living in Hawaii, and that was 40 something years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just sitting there
Yeah.
wondering the other day how much longer I'm going to do this. I'm starting to feel the effects a little bit. You
Well,
know?
Ron, I've always said that, I said this, I'm on my 52nd year in photography. I tell everybody, I'm 71. I said, I'm gonna do this till I'm 85. If I can still walk, I'm gonna do this till I'm 85, and that's it. Right? Last week, I was out there in that heat. I looked over at December, one of the moms. I said, "Bitch, this is my last year. I ain't doing this
Yeah.
shit no more. I'm not doing this no more. I'm done. I'm done." I was aggravated. She looked at me and said, "Yeah, give it a couple weeks when the regular season starts. You'll be back into it." I said, "Right now, I don't want to do it." Because that's what happens. Right now, I don't want to do the scrimmages. I don't want to do all of that. The regular season starts in 3 weeks. About the fourth week into it, I'm ready for it, you know?
But here's a question for you, Joe. Do you financially need to do it?
Yeah.
Hmm.
If I did not financially need to do it, I would not be doing it.
Yeah.
And you know what? If I wouldn't have bought 7 drones, I wouldn't be financially needing to do it.
Oh shit. Yeah. Okay.
You know, so it's like, but I'm doing it, and there's gonna be a time I'm not gonna need to do it. So I'm gonna do it until that point, I think.
See, that's what worries me is, you know, I mean, I've got a nice 401. I've got a couple $100,000 in the bank. You know, obviously I'll get Social Security, and I'll probably still guide, but it's like I still wonder, is that enough money to maintain
The lifestyle.
my lifestyle as I know it, as I like it?
Well, the thing of it is, what you got to remember, Ron, the older you get, the more your lifestyle changes without you knowing it.
I know, and it's hard to accept that.
If you let it, Paul, you got to let it, Paul. I don't let it.
Like, do I need to, you know, this is my second fishing trip this year. Do I need to go to Alaska? No. But the guys, I can't even, if you can picture, you're in a 22, 25-foot boat. You're turned around facing towards the back of the boat. You're trolling about 3-4 knots, just putzing along, and you're trolling for salmon. Every 5 to 10 minutes, guys, you got a whale that's all of a sudden
You see
you're
whales, you look up the mountains with all the glaciers and everything else. Like, man,
it's just
hell yeah,
so,
you got to do that.
I don't know what whether the word is tranquil, relaxing. It's just, I can't describe it.
It's
So
a reset.
it doesn't get old in your mind.
No, I could do it 24/7, 7 days a week.
That's a reset.
just-
That's what it is.
You know, and you know, I'm so excited to everybody. There's 15 people going, all but 3 are all brand new.
Yeah.
So everybody in my boat, the other 3 people from Wyoming are all brand new, and you know, the sheer fact that I'm going to share this with them excites me. You know, they've never been to the one couple I'm a little worried about coming with me. They're friends of mine and coworkers of mine. They're a married couple, and the husband is bringing his dad, but the wife is she's a mom. I mean, a mom, and I just saw her yesterday, and she's like, "Ron, I'm starting to get anxiety." She goes, "I never left my babies before." So she's never left her kids before, and she goes, "We're going to be gone for 12 days." I'm like, "I know," and they're actually driving the kids to Rapid City Tuesday morning. They're dropping the kids off. They're driving 2 hours east, and then they turn it around and drive 6 hours west to Billings, Montana, where we're flying out of. And she goes, "I already told George I'm going to cry the whole way to Billings." You know, but I think once she gets up there, sees Alaska, starts fishing, she'll be good. You know, so. But well, guys, I just wanted to peek in and pop in and say hi and say hello, and Paul, I will do my best. No guarantees, but I'll try my best to pop in if I can, and we'll
That'd
see
be-
what
that'd be
happens.
cool.
See what happens with our cell signal, Wi-Fi, or whatever we have. But
Yeah.
who knows? Maybe I'll pop in and say, "Hey, hi from
Hey, look at this bear chasing me.
yeah."
Yeah.
Maybe I'll say hi from Port Protection, Alaska. Port Protection is there's a TV show on I think it's on the Discovery Channel. It's called Life Below Zero, or Port Protection Life Below Zero. It's about
Okay.
this little town in Alaska. But every year we're up there. I mean, Port Protection is only half a mile away from where we're at, where our lodge is. But we fish right out in front of Port Protection. But the film crews are there every year, and
Yeah, right, JD.
yeah. So, but yeah, Paul, maybe I'll try pop in and say hi from the middle of the day. And
Okay, Ron, we're always here and we're happy to have you.
yep,
Yep.
well, always enjoy stopping in and saying hi. So,
Yeah, safe travels, Aaron.
all right, well, you guys have a wonderful evening, and
Yeah, have a great trip.
okay, guys, well, take care. We'll see y'all later.
Yeah,
Okay.
making me jealous.
All right, bye bye.
Later.
Bye-bye. That's nice of Ron to pop in like that.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna jump too because I want to go get something. I want to
Yeah,
figure
I'm-
something to eat,
I'm-
and then
I'm
Okay,
jumping
we-
as
we-
well.
We can shut it down. We're after 7 o'clock.
yeah,
So
look at that. Just
Yeah.
missed the ship.
Yeah,
yeah, I know. I
Oh.
saw it. It was a pole stream ship.
Yeah,
So as you can see, it's pretty beat up. You know,
Yeah, but you
You
fly
got that
worse
one
than
the other day, didn't you?
there's several pole stream ships come up
Yeah,
here.
all of them beat up.
Oh, okay.
Okay, everybody.
Okay.
Hey, thanks for being here. Thanks. We'll see you all again tomorrow.
Check those
Okay.
props real good.
Take care.